Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox. Let me show you this game. I've been playing for 80 days as a free-to-play player. It's called Raid the Dungeon. I'm on server Global 1 US and I've been enjoying this game. I don't know why I didn't make a video, but here it is. Finally, I'll talk about the different places you can fight in the game, how the game works, give you some tips, some tricks, a lot of information. So you might have to rewatch this video a few times if you want to play this game, right? So these are the servers. Global 1 was the second or third server that was released. They don't actually release hundreds of servers, right? So if you start playing this game, you could just go like on Europe 1 or Asia 3 if you don't want to be like so far behind, right? I started on Global 1 and I was like a month or more behind. So yeah, let's go in there. I'll show you my progression. I was actually re-rolling. I re-rolled maybe up to 70 times. And you don't really need to re-roll in this game, but you will save a bit of time if you get lucky. So yeah, I'm level 7,185. My name is Astranox TV 53. But anyways, let's go in there. I'll talk about various things. I kind of want to show you guys the gameplay so you get like an idea what this game is all about. It's an idle RPG game and it's a great side game. You can have this game running while you're playing maybe your main game, doing other things. There's like a... you actually get rewarded for being offline, but it's better to stay active, much better. I'll talk about all this stuff. So this is the lobby. First thing, let me just show you real quick my equipment, right? That's my equipment. You can have various setups depending what mode you're in, what you're doing exactly. That's the PvP gear that you can set up when you're fighting other players. And yeah, so basically I have my gear, my weapon is of mythic quality. This is like the top quality, and then you can start it up. It takes a lot of gold and a lot of materials to reach that point, but I'm 80 days in. I'll show you. It's right here, the calendar. Total logins, 80 days. That's your login rewards. Okay, so let's just go and let me show you some gameplay, right? Let me show you some gameplay. The first thing is adventure. Let me just go in there. I'm on the last chapter, last stage. That's as far as it goes. This place is where you want to like AFK farm, basically. You leave your guy running in there, you're gonna be getting a bunch of currencies. It's like rift keys that you can use to run rifts. That's where you get some good gear from, and a currency that you can roll the gacha system to hopefully get some eternal gear. So this is not even my best set to run this place because my hero's running slow. So that's the first thing. I have the wrong gear on and the wrong skills on to actually speed run this place. It's all about like running this as fast as possible so you get as much gold. So you need to gold farm in here. Basically have a bunch of gold modifiers on your gear. That's definitely what you need to aim for. Farming gold and farming rift keys. You have... I'm a free-to-play player. When you start off, you will power level basically from level 1 to 5,000 fairly fast. You have... like you get there's an XP multiplier and gold multiplier. I don't remember exactly. I think it's like you get 5 times more gold, 5 times more experience, and as you level higher and higher, it's like, let's just go to town right after this, but yeah, it's much easier to level up early on. So this is like the button that you press at the top right of the screen when you idle, right? You're gonna go sleep, whatever. You might be running this on an emulator, but you run this, your screen just shuts, right? And it's great for the battery and all that. I recommend that you turn down your brightness, but to be I mean, it dims the screen. I would turn down my brightness before you go in there. So it's just a tip for you guys. So I mean, you save up on your battery on your on your phone's life basically, or even save some energy. You're running this on a computer, whatever. Okay, that's the first thing. You can dash in this game, right? I don't even worry about this stuff. You can dash to the next pack of monsters. You can press on the attack. You can press on the shield to like attack, block. But later on when you start attacking super fast automatically and like your stats are crazy like mine, I mean, you don't have to worry about this stuff, right? These are my stats real quick. But let's get out of this place. Let's press the button, return to town. The battery saver mode to the left of that was the thing I pressed to go in, well, battery saving mode. So that's how you farm in the game, right? So you want to have movement speed increase. You want to have skill cooldown reduction for, well, for the whole game basically. But it's about moving quick in here and just having a bunch of gold increase stats on your gear. Okay, let's go in the next mode and then I'll talk about like so many different things for this game. I mean, they have mounts, they have guilds, you have companions, you can set your skills, you can have a melee weapon, a bow, a wand, you know, so different ways to play the game. Very cool. It's very in-depth, which I love. Real quick, these are my stats. You can set an avatar, unit nationality. So yeah, I've been playing. The thing is, I played this game for a month non-stop, like 24/7. After that, I wasn't playing that much, and now I'm starting to play much more. But yeah, farming in this game is it happens like all the time, 24/7. You can leave this game running. Or I'll talk about like how to progress fast, right, without staying on 24/7 as well. But my stats real quick, if you want to, I don't know, compare, maybe you already played this game, right? So the gacha system here, let's say you start off in this game, you're gonna be rolling the eternal chest. You get a guarantee eternal and you might get more. The highest I've gotten from one roll was 4 or 5 eternal item, but that's like ultra low, ultra rare. I mean, the odds to get that, my god, you will usually get one. It's 100% chance to get one. But when you start off in this game, I recommend that you pull, you know, this. You might have already the currency to pull once. They are pretty generous in terms of currency. Just to show you guys my VIP that I'm free to play. I got some points for VIP when I started playing maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, and that's it. I never got more VIP points as a free-to-play player. And here, there's monthly pass. As a free-to-play player, you have X2 speed. You watch publicities. After the start of the game, you have, I believe, X2.5 speed for 1 month. That's free. It might be different now. And then you have to watch a publicity and you get 1 hour of X2 speed. And every 5 minutes you can do that and have up to 6 hours stored up of X2 speed. And that's, you build that up, right? And then you go do your thing, you go sleep, whatever. And then that's how you farm basically after 1 month. But if you want to spend money, which I've never done and I'm doing really well, then yeah, you can get up to X3 speed or the X2.5 if you buy the economy pass, right? It's pretty cheap, but I've never spent anything because that's how I play my games. I don't spend anything, so I can show you guys if it's actually viable to play that way. Just to show you on this server, compared to all the other players, right? In Dungeon, I'm ranked 117. In Rift, I'm ranked 48. And in PvP, I'm ranked 185. So I'm a free-to-play player, and I've been doing this good, and I haven't been on 24/7. So this goes to show you that this game is very free-to-play friendly, right? Okay, so let's go in other modes before you guys are like, man, that's too much information, dude. Show me the game. So PvP, I'll show you after. Rift, that's where you get your gear. Right now I'm doing Rift stage 31, but you will start at stage 1. I mean, you're not gonna start there. You see there's some penalties on the right side: penetration power, crit rate, dodge rate, and skill cooldown reduction. But if I go all the way down, I mean, you can see here that, yeah, you start getting the penalty at Rift stage 20, and that's actually the stage where you can start getting some eternal gear that straight up like drops in here. And eternal gear is the best quality, and then you can enhance that and power it up to mythic quality. So that's an important piece of information, guys. But before that, the way you're gonna get eternal gear is either by upgrading lower quality ones up to eternal, or yeah, because you can straight up take like a piece, legendary piece, and bring it to higher quality. But I recommend starting with Holy. You start with Holy, and there's some great pieces, some great sets that you can start with the holy quality, and then bring it up to Infernal, bring it up to Eternal, and then Mythical, right? But of course, it would be better to start off with Eternal because the stats are better, the stats bonus, they are better. But still, starting off, you can definitely do amazingly well by starting off with some holy sets, and I'll talk about this stuff real soon. By the way, guys, the Emperor's Treasure is definitely your go-to set when you start off the game. These pieces, the Emperor's Golden Earring, the Golden Necklace, and the Silk Belt, this will unlock the well, that's 3 pieces, but to unlock the 4-piece set, there's an item, the Celestial Band, that increase the set bonus by +1. That is of holy quality. That's your 4 items to start off the game. If you want to start farming gold ASAP and have Rift Advanced Reward Rate, that's to get more drops from your Rifts, right? So just a piece of information that's really important before I jump into Rift, Void Rifts, PvP with you guys. Another thing really important is that when you start off, right there, like I pressed on random crate, and then here in event/special, you have this thing called Holy Equipment Voucher, and it will allow you to straight up select any holy piece from this list. This is the items that you want. The Emperor's Golden Necklace, Emperor's Golden Earrings, and Emperor's Silk Belt. Super important. And that Celestial Band right here, that's the thing that allows you to get to unlock 1 set bonus automatically. It's like set bonus +1. So this is the cheapest way to get this Celestial Band, or you can get it from converting it for 2, which I don't recommend. It's better to do it this way. I'll show you real quick. You go in item crate, you will go right here, sorry, special, and then you will buy Holy Equipment Voucher. You craft it, and it costs that currency, 1 of those. This currency is called, it's this one right here. Those are Infinity Essence. You might get some at the start of the game. When you roll the gacha, you have chances to get like a few of them. Sometimes you get 0, sometimes you get 1, 2, 3, maybe more from pulling on the Eternal chest. And I recommend that you do a 10+1, I believe. What is it exactly? That's what I recommend. 10+1 to guarantee 1 Eternal item. I will do it right now. That's what it looks like. You do this when you start off, and you will get some Infernal quality, and there we go. That's the Eternal that's always there. But yeah, actually, can I press skip? I don't want to press the button that stopped recording, so let me just open them one by one, I guess. So this is what I just got, Raspberry Prey. To be honest, when you start off in the game, what I recommend that you go for is a weapon will be huge. A weapon will be huge. If it's Eternal, then, well, yeah. You see that currency at the bottom right, I got 3 of those, and that's the currency. Sometimes you start off the game, you get some for free, plus you can get more out of this gacha, right? So that's how you use this currency. Now the pull that I did costed right here 2,000 of these Eternal token, right? When you start off the game, you might get 2,000, maybe 3,000, something like that, or maybe none. It depends what's going on right now, but there is a 7-day login event when you start off your account that they reward you with not Eternal, sorry. They reward you with this set here. If I go in my collection, where's that weapon? Not the Trinity. Can I find this thing? Anyways, they will reward you with an Infernal set. Every day you log in, you will get 1 more piece. And the set is actually, it's okay, right? It's okay. I guess I can make more videos about this game. If you guys enjoy it, if you want some more information, if you're curious about the game. My God, how I don't remember this. Actually, let me come back to you guys. 1 second. That's it. Storm Dusk is the set. You will get the Storm Sword Draxler at day number 7, from what I remember. They will give you some skin as well, pieces. You will get the Void Band, I believe it's called. I'll show you that. That's the set bonus after 5 set pieces. Penetration power is powerful. I should make another video covering all these things, but yeah, it's definitely in depth, a lot of information. But yeah, you do get this this full set. It might be like the first 5 days you get 1 piece, and then like day 6 you might, oh that's it, you get an eternal voucher. You will get a random eternal piece, or maybe it's 2 actually. Maybe day 6 1, day 7 it's 1, and then you get some cosmetic, some skins which have stats actually, but you can get them as a free-to-play player, no worries. And you will get that Void Band is right here, the Void Band, which gives you effect +1 for Infernal sets or lower. So every piece that is of Infernal quality initially, Infernal, Holy or below, like you will get +1 to the set effect, which is really powerful because you can just like, some sets only require 2 pieces and they are very powerful. Like the Arctic Sword is actually a very powerful sword that you can bring to Mythic. You can, with the Void Band, right, this Void Band, you can unlock that 2-piece set by just wearing the weapon without, well, that's the only piece in the set. So you need the Void Band, or you need something else that is super crazy to obtain, and I've never gotten it yet. It's, I actually reroll my account with the Absolute. When you got these 2 pieces, the Absolute and Transcender, you get effect +2 Eternal set or lower. So you wear Eternal gear and you will unlock, it's like wearing 2 extra pieces part of the set, so you can unlock some super powerful Eternal bonuses. So that's definitely, that's the goal basically in the game, get your +2. I actually have +1 from my necklace right now. It's this one, the Yggdrasil Crystal, and you can get +2 out of this thing. Super hard, but you can get it, and it will only require to wear this 1 piece only, versus this one requires necklace and earring. This is only the necklace. This belt right now, there's an event, you can get +2 out of that, or +1 random permanent effect +1. So yeah, another. Well, that's huge. When you get that, that's like, you didn't win the game, but you're on your way, basically. That's my necklace right there. I'm gonna jump into Rift in a second here. You can see Eternal +1, Eternal sets or lower. That's still very powerful because I can unlock, you can see here, this Destiny Blast skill that unleashes every 5 seconds is very powerful now that there was a patch that actually make it scale with your skill damage multiplier. And like you see, I am unlocking 2-piece sets because of that necklace by wearing 1 piece. I'm unlocking 3-piece set because I'm wearing just 2 plus the necklace. Same, it works for it even works if you have Eternal gear or Holy gear that you brought all the way to Mythic. The set, the piece is initially Eternal. You can see Eternal set. I'm getting a +1 effect by wearing these 3 to unlock the last one, which is not that powerful. It's the first, the 2 and 3 set that is big. The 2 set is huge on that. Okay, let me just go in raid here. A lot of information, my god. So yeah, Rift 20, you start getting some Eternal gear, but how do you do it? Like, how do you get to roll on the Gacha system as a free-to-play player without spending money in the game? Well, you will get gear out of these places. You get gear as well from Adventure, but basically, maybe that's too quick. I can turn down the quality, I mean the speed, because it might be confusing, but still, I'll leave it at X2, it's not so bad. Yeah, you roll, you run these places, right? You get Infernal gear, and the Infernal gear you will disenchant. You disenchant them, and you will get that currency to roll in the Gacha system. I mean, you don't get that much, but it adds up, and the higher the rift that you do, the more Infernal pieces that will drop with having this stat that's called, where is it? Rift Advanced Reward Rate. This will increase how many items drop in your rifts. So it's very important to increase this. But the thing is, there is a diminishing return. The higher you go, the less powerful, the least you get, right? So you don't have to crank that up all the way, go crazy about it. When you're farming an adventure or even in your rifts, it's important to have obtain gold increase. I have 254 with this particular set, and that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. But that the Emperor set, that 3-piece set, that is actually 4-piece set, Celestial Band plus the 3 Emperor set pieces, that's your base. And then you can have weapon, helm, chest, boots, offhand, all this stuff to boost your stats. How to actually enhance your gear in this game. That's one run. You will see what I got as reward. The green numbers were like the healing that I'm received automatically. So yeah, I got 7. It goes in adventure automatically. I got 7 infernal pieces. I'll show you. I actually did some rift runs before. Initially, between level 1 and 5,000, you have like multipliers for gold and experience. So you don't have to worry about farming gold during the weekend, which is something you're gonna do later on, because during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there is a gold buff and XP buff. You get double gold and double experience. So you save your rift keys to just go crazy with the gold farm, which happens in your rifts. You farm the most gold during rifts. So these are infernal chests. There's gonna be a random infernal item in there, right? Actually, at the start, your inventory is not so big. You expand deposit. You pay quartz. That's that currency right there, and you will unlock more and more. So be mindful that if you unlock too many and you don't have space in your equipment inventory here, because you might not have unlocked the other spots, then you might be full and then you cannot disenchant. So you have to make space here. Just a quick trick for you guys. Don't upgrade it too much, right? As a free-to-play player, you cannot unlock this. If I get more VIP points, I'll be able to reach VIP 2 for free, and then I can unlock those. But I've been playing for 80 days and I only got points once, and it only brought me to VIP 1, right? So yeah, so when you have more space, then you can upgrade, expand this deposit thing further. So I open all. Now this is really juicy stuff right there. When you start the game off, when you see these infernals, that's huge. That is huge. From the gacha rolls, from what you find, I mean, you get something like this. I mean, there's only 3 mods on this thing, but damn, that's the Arctic Sword. You can have the Void Band. You unlock the 2-piece. This damage, it ranged between 1,350 to 2,025. My God, we got 2,019 attack damage on this thing. That is crazy, even though there's only 3 mods. That is a super powerful sword to actually start off. You have 4 gem slots in there as well. Talk about that later. I can get gems here, and these gems are like level 3. In rifts, the higher you're gonna be doing, higher rift stages, you will start getting some gems that are of higher levels, right? So keep that in mind. All these items, like, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with that, right? The thing is, what I do at my point in the game is I just straight up disenchant all of them, right? But yeah, that you can definitely get like a few set pieces going with that, and that is definitely you have to read the stats, you have to read the set bonuses, and you have to kind of like figure out, have a strategy basically. So yeah, I pressed it on the side here, confirm disenchant, yes, and now you see that's the currency I got. One currency is to power up something permanently. So the currency that I got, these eternal token, 2,000 of those, you go in the gacha system, you roll for the equipment, right? Random crate, eternal chest. Companions, you can do this here, but don't do that at the start of the game. Equipment will be much better, right? Skins, to get the best skins, you see here, that's the paid currency, 250. The advanced skins, as free to play, you can get the same box. You go event/special, press on these skin tickets, you get 250 of those skins, and you get this advanced skin roll box. Okay, that's how you do it. To be honest, it's no big deal. Yeah, really no big deal. Okay, I have to go through more information here about the game because it's pretty crazy. Equipment, skins, right? These are my skins. You can see the skin. The first line is the thing that comes with the skin. Then you can have like, that's how it started off. You have one thing and then you go in there. Should I try to get one that is actually decent? You can extract. So I enchant for 100 quartz and then I get some stats right there. These things you can extract magic and pull the stats out, or you can go in your list of extracted stats and you just move the stat you want to the new skin you want. Something maybe the main stat you got a better one with a better main stat, aka gold obtain increase. That's huge for farming. That's huge. Crit rate is huge on skins. Experience obtained, I would say, is pretty solid too, but it's really about the gold, guys. The gold is definitely what you need to farm. So when you have gold initially on that thing, that's gonna be like a best in slot for a long time. So you can do this over and over. I mean, you can dump all your quartz in there, but that's not something you want to do initially. You want to do it a few times and then leave it alone because there's a place where you need to invest your quartz that is way more important than in the skins, and try to min-max here. You can see crit rate 17%. That is huge. That is huge, 17% crit. It's hard to get crit rate. You get those from set bonus most of the time, or on your gear like 5%, 1 to 5%. Getting that on a skin is huge, but yeah, it's not too important early on, guys. So yeah, a lot of fun with all this stuff. Let me show you what the gems here. You can upgrade gems, right? That's pretty important, right? You use what is it again? Four of them to unlock the next one, to make the next one right here. It took 4 and I made one of those, right? So I use this one and it takes quartz to make them. Use this one, I make one, let's say. But I power all of them to like as high as possible, but don't overdo it, because look at my gear. Weapon, I have the ruby, I have 5. My rings have 5 each, but initially on holy gear you can have like 3 sockets only. So yeah, and eternal is 5 and infernal is 4. Now what else? What else can I talk about? Transfer. You can transfer your enhanced level to a new piece. So maybe the thing is you need the star. This might be confusing, but you need, let's say this piece has 3 stars, right? You need to have this to be on the same star to transfer it over. You can transfer from different type of items, like weapon to a different weapon. It could be from any set. So yeah, now let's go in here in another mode, but first guild. Guild is huge. Why? Because they have buffs, and those buffs are pretty sweet. Movement speed. The biggest thing is gold drop, right? Gold obtained. There is one that's like permanent passive. You can see it, gold obtained, increase 10%, and then you got like one that lasts 12 hours, gold drop plus 50%. That is huge. And the guild will usually run this during the weekend when there's the X2 gold and experience buff. These ships here are super important, right? One gives gold, and that currency that is that's the guild funds. That currency is how your guild will like buy upgrades. Actually, I don't know exactly how it works. You can unlock some ships. You can see this here. You unlock new ships and gold drop on this. XP gain 100% increase. These are buffs. All this stuff, your guild can unlock these things because of that currency. But the biggest thing is that they can activate the buff and leave it running during the whole weekend. Maybe later on you can have it running 24/7 basically. So these ships, the first one gives gold, so who cares about that really? This one is the material to actually power up some permanent effects on your account, and that's pretty important. But the most important one, that's gold again, not so important. The most important one is by far the Apophysis scale. Is that what it's called? Maybe it's missing a few letters there. Yeah, that pirate battleship is huge because you get that currency, the keys to actually enter the rift and 25 of those to enter the void rift. Huge, super important. You can see max time 15 hours and a half. I can wait all that time. I don't waste anything, and every 18 minutes I get a key. I can run a rift every 18 minutes, but to min-max, to be as efficient as possible, you save those keys and you do it during the weekend. But initially you can use these keys because you already have your gold and your experience buff that is better than the X2 buff that you get during the weekend. So keep that in mind, guys. You can, when you start the game, you can run rifts no problem. You're gonna start with 1 and go up as you get stronger and stronger. Super important, man. I cannot accentuate how important this is. Quartz need to be used for this. That's one major place where you're going to be dumping your quartz. But quartz is actually used as well, like I was showing you guys, to power up your gems. You can do your skins a bit. Do it a bit, guys. You're a free-to-play player. If you are not free-to-play, by all means, have fun with that. But yeah, powering up gems. You need quartz for that. When you power up your gear, you want to increase it to a higher quality, because your gear, you enhance, right? You have some buttons to help you there, but let's say I want to bring it up, you know, to like enhancement level 100, right? You see it costs 200 gold only to start it off. So I do it, right? And you can leave it be, or you can press skip. It doesn't matter. Skip will save you time, and time is important. So you do that, and it was enhanced 101 times. Because the success rate is high and we target enhancement count is how many times we will try the maximum. But if your success rate goes down, then you might not do 100 enhancements. So yeah, so you enhance things like that. The most important is to work on 3 pieces. You enhance your weapon, right? That's to get your attack. You enhance either your helm or your chest to increase your defense. Only one of them, the better one, the one that has, if it's eternal, you're gonna stick with it for a while, or it rolled well and it's infernal. The range was great. Like on this helm, the defense is 3045 in mythical quality, but initially it was lower than that. But on the range between 2100 to 3200, 2145 to 3217. 3045 is in the higher end, and that's great. So you take the piece that rolled the best and you just enhance it, right? So you do your weapon for attack, you do your helm or chest for your defense, and you do your offhand for health. Maybe you're lucked out and you got like a necklace that is like what's called the absolute. You lucked out somehow. You managed to roll the 2-piece from the gacha, which is like near impossible. It's super rare. Don't even try that as free to play. Like don't even. It's gonna take forever. But I decided to do the rerolls until I end up with 1 piece. And to be honest, the better piece out of the set would be the earrings. And I have the necklace. Why? Because you can wear the earring and you can have the Yggdrasil crystal +1 that I have, and it will unlock. That's the magic. You're wearing the Transcender, the one that I don't have, plus you have the +1, so you unlock the 2-piece set, which gives you effect +2 eternal set. Boom, you have it. You have the +2, the thing that is the most sought after in the game, and that's it. It's gonna be super simple. You're gonna do really good. Because that's huge. You wear 1 piece and you start unlocking like the 3-piece set just by wearing 1 piece, or you wear 2, you unlock the 4-piece, stuff like that. So that's big. Okay, let's go here. I talked enough here. Void Rift. I'm gonna make one. You need 25 Rift keys to make one, right? I'm doing stage 8, and you see obtains season points 135%. There's some like effect reduction here. Recovery per wave minus 15%, health recovery on attack minus 0.2%, dodge rate. Like these things, I mean, initially it's not like that. You see, as I go up, you start to like lose more and more stats, but it's okay. So I can do this. Let's see if I have the right gear on. Yes. That's it. You get good gold in there too, but doing a riff will end you netting you more. If you did 25 keys in a riff, you will get more gold from what I understand. But in the Void Rift, that is a great place because it gives you a currency. It gives you this currency. What's the name actually? Let me give you guys the real names. It's called Season Point. Okay, the Season Point. Why is big? Because these things, you go in this shop here, it's called in random crate, you press that, you go event/special, you press on the season points, and look at this, you can buy some crazy gear. You got skins, you got companion, and the thing is, this will take so long to unlock the items under this. The first page is the biggest thing. For me, the tier dungeon tickets is the most important because in tier dungeons, you get an equipment that is used to enhance your gear, and you get a lot of experience, a lot of points toward enhancing your gear using those, and that cycle allowed me to make my gear mythic so quick. Like I did my helm and my offense so quick. I did the second star. My God, really helpful. Sorry, was it is the first star? Is it? Yeah, look at how much it costs to upgrade that. These are points. You need to put gear in there and gives you a bit of points. Let me just show you guys. My God, it's so much information. You're like, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? So Void Rift Stage 8, I'm gonna be doing that. Let's go, man. Let's go. This place is cool because you zoom out. You zoom out a lot. And yeah, you see the field much better, and it's a great place. I love the scenery in this place. Really cool stuff. So you can turn off effects of the game if your phone's too slow, or you're gonna like pass out from all the effects. You're losing it. You know, you can't handle it. Turn off the effects in the settings. So there's that. You can increase the FPS to 60. Mine is at 30 right now for recording. I usually run it on 30, but when I play this game on my other phones, which are more powerful than this one, like my Pocophone F1, like it's really great. Like the resolution's better, screen's bigger, and it's just smoother, right? So yeah, you have 10 minutes to complete the Void Rift. This place is definitely super hard. You can see I'm doing stage 8 when in Rift I'm doing 31, right? If I do 9, they will murder me. They will destroy me. I will just straight up die. So I'm not gonna do 9. Like when I'm doing normal Rift, I'm doing 31 right now. If I go in 32, yeah, they can burst me down because my stats are not good enough. So attack, defense, and health. How do you power up your gear, right? Like, should you balance your attack, defense, and health? I would say the most important one is attack. If you're gonna be a range class, a ranger, a mage, like mage are really popular, especially for PvP because of like the freezing, stunning, whatever, and your range too, and there's a set that's very powerful too for mage. I would say like attack is by far the most important thing because you can one-shot things, which allows you to farm higher stage in adventure to get more gold per hour, let's say gold per run or whatever. So that's one, and then it allows you to do some higher stages because you might be killing in 1-2 shot or something like that, and the monsters don't even have a chance to attack you, or maybe you're stunning them, you're freezing them, and so you're like buying time and you're able to kill them. So yeah, attack is huge, and then it's gonna be a mix of health or defense. I would say health is more important for what I'm seeing, like the way people build their characters is like attack is the most, like the one that is higher, and then it's health, and then it's finally defense, right? Because like if you get poisoned, and like that's damage that like penetrates your defense, and there's some skills that penetrate defense as well, so you lose value out of defense. Basically you want to have more health, and I'm a melee hero and I have health recovery on hit. And that is huge. That is huge. And as a melee hero, a melee user, you need to, you see season point 459, experience gold. Like you can check that out, you can pause it. It was like, yeah, it's a lot. But I don't recommend running this if you don't, it's not the weekend. Like that was not efficient for me to do this right now. The gold buff is not even running to get like 50% more gold. So during the weekend you have the X2 gold and XP, you have your gold buffs of like 50% more experience, more gold. So you're gonna be at 2.5x gold and XP, like something like that. And it's much better than running it now. So that's what I got. But I'm getting eternal gear quite often in Void Rift. The thing is, it's 25 keys. Getting eternal from Rift is not easy as drops, but it does happen the higher your Rift is. You can get eternal and infernal and adventure. I don't remember the exact stages, but I will have the official Discord for this game. Well, official. It's the unofficial one that pretty much every player that want to do better for themselves join, and you know there's a lot of information in there for you guys, so I'll have it in the description. Other things I want to talk about, man, you can check your stats here. Another thing, yes, super important, is this right here. This currency, refined stone, when you disenchant gear, like I've been doing when I go in my deposit and I disenchant, the higher the quality, I don't recommend that you disenchant eternal gear, guys. Don't do it, just don't do it. Infernal is the highest one you're gonna be disenchanting, guys, because eternal, you use it to feed into other items. Like, let's say, right now I got this, I can bring that to plus 1200. My helm is the same. My weapon, right? It's 1200 plus 1200. If I cannot enhance it further, max level, so I have to upgrade and I have to feed gear in here to get points. So you can see like infernal, that's how much it gave, and eternal, that's how much it gave. But that's a 2-star eternal that will give you more points. So that's important if you want to enhance your gear. Like let me show you guys. This is that's a holy piece. I don't like, let's say your weapon was holy, you're starting off the game. Look at that. You see how many points you got from one infernal? So you will put some like legendary, the green and the yellow, like that, 250 points. Look at the holy, 1-star holy, how many points you got. So you putting like when you're working with holy gear, infernal gear, you don't have to worry too much about it. The eternal stuff will come later. But yeah, that's a lot of points. Look at this. Like, look how many points this is. This is crazy. This is when you want to start up your eternal piece. Look, you see how much progress you got? 2-star eternal. So yeah, that difference is pretty crazy. So okay, I talked about that. Let me talk about, so yeah, keep in mind, you are gonna power up 3 items in your whole gear: weapon, offhand, and either helm or chest, because they have the highest value out of defense. If you compare that to your boots, the boots don't have such a high value, so it's more important to go with helm or chest, guys. Okay. Now let's what else can I talk about? Mounts. When you farm, you speed farm adventure to get like rift keys. You want a one-shot in adventure, so you get rift keys as much as possible, as fast as possible. Speed is king. So this mount, you will unlock it. You will need this currency. I believe you need like 30 of these infinity essence. So you will disenchant gear. You will get these eternal token. You will use 2000 in the gacha to roll equipment. You will press the X2 to get 10 plus 1 to get the guarantee eternal. Out of that, you will be getting your infinity essence, and with the infinity essence, you will be able to buy your mounts. So you will need like 30. Some mounts cost gold. The more mounts you unlock, the more passive skills and effects will be in play. So keep that in mind. This one I can't buy. I need VIP 100,000. Who cares? I don't care about that. This one, yeah, all allies movement speed is increased by 0.3%. Okay, I don't have the highest speed. I don't have the game running at X2.5, X3 after playing 80 days as a free-to-play player. It's not the end of the world, right? Sorry, going back in here. The most important, this is for speed running your adventures. And this bad boy, the Griffin airship, is your go-to for pure damage. This thing fires a giant cannonball from the airship it's based on my skill cooldown reduction. Yeah, it's like every 2 seconds, right, that it happens, or 2.5 seconds. I don't even remember. Maybe it's 3 seconds initially. This thing, will deal a ton of damage, and all allies movement speed is increased by 0.3%, so that's very cool. This was like during Christmas. I started playing after, so I couldn't get the red reindeer sleigh. That's definitely a good one, and that one actually, from what I remember, this one is better for pure speed versus this one. You can correct me in the comment section, but I'm missing that gold drop increase 8%. No big deal, no big deal. Another important thing, extract set effect. Huge thing. Huge thing. This reminds me of Diablo 3 on PC. You extract effects, right? As a free-to-play player, you can only do it once. But if you spend money, you have like you have these currencies, you can unlock a second slot. I don't care about that. I'm running this setup, and for a melee player, that's doing great for me. Rift Enhanced reward by using the set here, the red mage set. So you get one of these pieces, each of these pieces from that set, and you press extract. That's another way to spend your quartz in the game. You will unlock a random set bonus out of the 3 out of here, and the range between the minimum and the maximum. So you might have to do it a few times. So yeah, so you do that for these, and here that's the set I talked about. That's the set that is super good for farming gold. And can I find it? Emperor's Treasure. That's the one you're gonna feed in there, not the one you're wearing. The one like pieces that you get later on. I'll give you a trick on how to actually make sure you don't lose these items because they are important, right? A lot of players, maybe veterans, don't even know about this. So yeah, you have one of each, and then you will get a random one with a random value, and it might take a lot because these values are pretty random, right? You might go for pure gold and then switch to like Rift Enhanced reward later on, which I started with gold obtain increase initially, and then I transitioned to Rift Advanced reward. So yeah, you got 2 chances to get gold obtained out of 3 here, so that's pretty cool. There's some other ones that you just check around. A lot of cool things. Maybe you want some crit rate, right? Crit rate 5 to 15. You want some attack speed, like 40% attack speed. That's pretty sweet initially. So you don't have to. It will take you a while to get the Emperor's Treasure, more of these, right? But they will come as time goes. Void Power. That's for melee heroes. That is huge. You get the 4-piece effect called Leech effect is increased by 2% for basic attack. That's huge. 2% of the damage with your basic attacks will be leech as life. Huge, huge, huge for increasing your survival. Yeah, that's a source of healing that is great. You can look around, some increase gold, some increase your advanced chest, and then you transition into that if you luck out, right? So that's one of them. For mage and rangers, I'm not quite sure what is the optimal one. You might go for, for crit rate, attack speed, something like that. Okay, so my god, there's so much information. I need to make another video because it's so much information. Titles. You can unlock titles. I'm wearing that one because it has gold, experience, and Rift Advanced reward rate. That's definitely like these types of titles are the ones that you want to like kind of wear. The one gold is the most important one I would wear initially, and then let's say you're doing trials. You might want to go for pure damage. Something like that, crit rate, dodge, penetration power. You need to do a Void Rift 10 at stage 10 to unlock this one, or you get your guild titles, right? That's the one I have unlocked, but yeah, for doing trials you can wear that. Now I'm gonna wear that one, and I'm gonna go. Actually, trials, you might wear a different setup. You don't need to have gold enhance. So I'm gonna wear this setup. I'm gonna go, okay, first of all, that's the thing that I talked about. Getting those tier dungeon, that's a key to enter. It costs 300 quartz to actually get in there. If you think about it, it costs 95 only to buy 1 ticket, and normally it costs 300 quartz to go in there, but you can see that for 100 of these season points, you get 200 quartz. So it's way better to get the tier dungeons out of these season points, and you will progress much faster by doing that. So I'm going in dungeon, and then the common dungeons, you need to do that every day. You need to press the plus up in the middle, and you can do this by more tickets. 5 tickets for 500 quartz. You can do this 3 times per day. You will get 15 entries plus 5 initially every day. So 20 entries in here. Super important. You will run these places. The most important one initially is the gold one, and it gives you this currency that increase your critical damage multiplier. Right now there's an event, so I'm running this because I can get this belt, right? And yeah, now the most important, another important thing, wow. Relics, right? Man, I was talking about something and I forgot about it. This is the refined stone. You use those to enhance this, this stuff here. Your weapon, your attack multiplier, your defense multiplier, your health multiplier. Very, very important. I like to have the weapon like, yeah, 200 to like 200 to 300 higher than the other two. And then I would say depends on your gear and what stat has the most. You have the more of, like maybe you have higher defense or higher health as second, and then you will power up that one more than the other. So yeah, just at the start you will maybe level them evenly, and then you will start to have your attack higher. Maybe you do something like, I can't really tell you exactly how to do it, but yeah, keep the attack higher, and then maybe health as second higher and defense as third highest. Now the currency I was showing you guys right here in adventure, let's get it, where is it? Adventure, and then dungeon, and then in common dungeon. These 4 places will give you the currencies that you need for powering these things in the relic, right? So in a relic, the red one, the fire rune, is not that big of a deal. I did power it a bit because it gives recovery, health recovery per wave. No big deal. But really the most important one, since you're going to be farming gold, you will be getting that currency here that increase your critical damage multiplier. It multiplies your critical damage on your gear and your set bonuses. So that's definitely a huge one. The extra boss damage multiplier is also very powerful, and of course the skill damage multiplier, which actually works now with some attacks, auto attacks that happen using gear, like the Destiny Blast, which is huge right there. So yeah, you power these things up, and don't worry too much about the fire rune, but mostly these 3, blue, green, and yellow, right? So I've done those runs already, but you need to do 20 runs every day. Big deal doing those. So yeah, the event dungeon is what I'm running right now. Tier dungeon, going in there, I have 1 ticket. I'm doing stage 6. I already did it over 200 times. You can potentially get this, which is super rare. Have not gotten 1 drop. But yeah, let's just do 1 here real quick. The thing is, this place can drop the Yggdrasil crystal necklace that I'm wearing, and that is actually that's huge. It can drop from this place, and you can buy it for 1,000 of the currency that drop from this area as well. And that necklace can potentially roll +2 eternal set effect, and that is major. This took no time to run it. I cannot run the next stage because you see here I got the refined stone 2000 and 15 of that currency that drops from here, which I can buy the Yggdrasil crystal necklace, which is completely random what you're gonna be getting as bonuses, but you might end up getting a +1 or +2 eternal set effect. Finally, the PvP, my god, I hope it's still in the video. Hopefully I'm recording in the same file. My god, this took forever to do this video. 53 minutes, almost 54. So I'm in Emperor 5, that's high, it's pretty high ranking. Every day you want to try to spend your entry tickets. I believe you get 1 per hour. The Undying Greatsword is the weapon that a lot of players use in the top. I don't know top what, but in the top they use that because you can die, but you stay alive with 1 health, and you stay that way for a few seconds, and they cannot kill you. When you have that weapon, or if you have maybe the set effect from the Yggdrasil crystal or that event belt that is dropping now, you can get that Undying set, and that's huge for PvP. There's a holy set that gives you, when you die, you come back to life and it regenerates your life 20% per second. I was wearing that holy set for a while initially, but now I went with like full eternal gear pretty much, using the +1 Yggdrasil crystal that I'm wearing. This player is wearing that set, or yeah, I lost. The battles happen really quick, man, in the higher end. Sometimes their companions are better. Maybe they're like stunning you, they're doing knockbacks, they're freezing you, stuff like that. Man, a lot of stuff to talk about in this game. It's definitely a ton of information, but it happens automatically. You can press at the bottom left the X2 speed, so it goes faster. But yeah, you definitely want to do this. You can have 20 entries maximum. I will leave after that one actually. Not abandon. Oh, press the continue so it stops. But out of this you get a currency that can be used to buy Rift entry tickets, which is super important. You can get quartz as well, and you can get Rift entry tickets as well. You can check detailed information, you can check the stats of these players. But yeah, quests here, you see, these are the Rift keys and quartz. There's daily quests, weekly quests, all that good stuff. And there's the rankings here. And what is it here? Yeah, so let's get out of here. A lot of information. Another thing real quick before I let you guys go. By the way, I'm Astranox. Thanks for watching my video. I'm usually making videos for the game called Epic 7. It's a gacha game. Check it out if you enjoy these type of games. But yeah, in the ranking here, you see ranking rewards. Depending on your ranking, you will get more quartz and other stuff maybe. But yeah, the higher you are, you will get every week this stuff. Dungeon, Rift, and PvP. So I get quite a bit of quartz every week from this stuff. But quartz is no big deal. You can farm it by doing rifts. And at rift level stage 31, I'm getting 12 quartz per run. There's other ways you can watch publicities, which is something I don't do so much anymore. You know, at the start of the game it's quite good to watch publicities. So you watch these publicities, you get these currencies. The mark of Rift is the biggest one. All these things are very important at the start of the game. Gold, I don't really care about it now. I get too much in my runs. But the auto hunt 30 goblins, you can do that every 15 minutes, I think. There's a chance goblin appear in your adventures and they drop quartz. And I think some gold as well. So that's another way to get some quartz. But anyways, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. And, well, let me know if you want me to do more Raid the Dungeon videos. Because there's a lot of information, a lot of stuff to talk about. And, well, I guess I went through most of it. But, yeah, I mean, if you want to have some more information, if you want me to go more in depth with a lot of stuff, let me know in the comment section. If you want help, hit me in the comment section. Maybe you guys can help each other. Join the official, well, the unofficial, but it's pretty much the official Discord server for Raid the Dungeon. Is going to be in the comment. I have my Discord server in there first, but you have to go down in the comment to see their Discord server. And yeah, you can definitely get a lot of information out of that Discord. Chat with other veteran players. Cool. Yeah, it's very fun. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Like I said, good luck in all you do. Stay safe out there. COVID-19 is no joke. Stay home as much as possible, guys. But yeah, that's really it for this one. Peace out for now.